suddenly collapsed and died during a court appearance related to a case against Katy Perry. Oh, so she just lived perfectly fine for 89 years and then suddenly collapsed and died. Usually during the breaks, I just go and do whatever the Marlboro Red equivalent of shotgunning a beer is. I do not want to see a soy-based money shot.
But when you go back and read it, for such a strong statement, there's some really, really weak justification.
And while you were saying dumb gay shit, I thought of something. Political correctness kills. Doing it live. All right. Welcome back, Red Pillars, to the Red Pill Transmission, the only podcast that matters. Now, I've been held down by my enemies for too long, but I am back. I am back and I am angry. They've been trying to censor the goddamn internet just like China. They've been trying to censor us. They shut down our hero Alex Jones. But from the ashes, a phoenix shall rise. A phoenix named Red Pill Transmission. Now, our first story for Season 2 is going to be from BritBot.com. Video/photos, Kavanaugh protesters display anti-Trump, rapist signs. Can you believe that? That is the very definition of hypocritical, is when you have people being like, oh, it's bad that he tried to rape someone, and it's like, what? They're holding up pro-rape signs? That's what I take from that title. I don't know about you, but that's clearly what it means. September 27, 2018, by Penny Star. Also, Penny, by the way, traditionally a woman's name. I know you flake-tard liberal scum are sitting there like, ooh, it could be a boy's name. Well, if it is, he's probably gay, so either way. Clearly, this is from a feminine person defending Kavanaugh. Well, actually, that's what the article's about, but the headline really is just about the signs of the protesters. It's a bit misleading, but let's get into it. I can't believe they're holding rapist signs. A large group of protesters gathered on the steps of the United States Supreme Court on Thursday to protest the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh to be seated as a justice after several women accused him of sexual misconduct when he was in high school and college. Pfft, come on. Oh, and here's a picture of, an Indian guy, and it says, believe women. Oh, congratulations. You stopped gang raping them long enough to write something on your hand. Not that I have a problem with that, I'm just saying. The group chanted, quote, I believe Anita Hill. I believe Christine Ford. They wore t-shirts that read, believe women, and carried anti-Trump, anti-Kavanaugh signs. There's a picture of someone holding up a sign that says, stop this Trump, quote-unquote, train. Excuse me? Is that a reference to the running train accusation that someone mentioned somewhere? Because I feel like that's a bit too soon. The protesters then proceeded to the Dirksen Senate office building, where the Senate Judiciary Committee held hearings to hear from one of those women, Christine Blasey Ford. I'm sure she is blazing away in her Ford Fusion, because she's liberal. A college professor. Oh, great. Yeah, there's someone we can trust, am I right? Yeah, that's something that really carries weight. A college professor might as well be a writer for the goddamn New York Times. A college professor who said that Kavanaugh groped her at a high school party in the early 1980s. The 1980s. Sorry, I just had a moment there. It's just such a beautiful time with the Reagan Reagan. It was great. The committee will also hear from Kavanaugh, who has categorically denied all of the charges. Yeah, okay, let me just say, so she said she just said he did something, and he categorically denied the thing. So he sounds like he's being a lot more like smart with the things he's saying. Like, you know, the words, like his words are like smarter, if you know what I'm saying. Like she didn't categorically accuse him of something. Like she's just like blah blah blah. I think yeah, maybe he like raped me or whatever. And he's like, no, I have like a bunch of facts and stuff. I have a goddamn calendar. Do you see rape anywhere on there? I don't think so. So he categorically denied all the charges, issued statements reiterating that denial. He issued statements reiterating that denial, and he appeared on Fox News to specifically say he did not attack Ford. He specifically showed up just to say that. Like, come on! It wasn't like something he just threw in. Like, he's there to say that. Like, listen up. Also, he issued statements reiterating that denial. Reiterating, which means he had already iterated it. How many times does he have to say, no, that didn't happen? To date, Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican from Iowa, chairman of the committee, has scheduled a vote on whether to move Kavanaugh's nominations out of committee on Friday. That's it. That's the end of the story. So, let me just describe the pictures, because that's kind of what the headline is going at. There's the Indian guy I told you about, stop the Trump train. There's a third one that says he did it and it matters, vote no. Clearly biased. And then the last one just shows some people. There's a lady that says, I still believe Anita. Someone says, I believe. And then there's a guy, oh, good for you. Yeah, let me just describe him. Bearded with glasses. Yeah, big surprise. His thing says, trust women. Pfft. So, I mean, clearly some sort of brainwashed soy boy. So, I was going back through trying to find the anti-Trump, rapist sign. I didn't see any, like, rape signs, so I guess... I mean, that kind of implies that... Okay, now, I can hear the liberals saying, okay, Breitbart clearly has a specific agenda they're pushing. Okay, even if you agree with them, you can't argue that. That's why you go there, because you have a position, you know, and you want to see it supported. Okay, yes, that's true. So, when they have a sensationalist headline... So when they have a headline, you know, it's supposed to grab your attention. It says, Kavanaugh protesters display anti-Trump. They're like, oh, no! Anti-Trump, rapist signs. I mean, I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt because it's a little ambiguously worded. And at first I thought, like, they're saying they're pro-rape. You know, we talked about that, but I don't think that's what it is. So unless they address that, I'm going to have to go with the more direct reading of it, which is that they're holding up anti-rape signs, which... you know, then begs the question, like, why is that a headline-worthy thing on Breitbart? Especially when it doesn't even apply to the text of the article. Why do you think that's so sensational you need to make the headline that they're holding up anti-rape signs? It sounds like someone who is very much pro-rape and... thinks it outrageous that someone would hold up a sign. You know, it's on the same level as holding up an anti-Trump sign. So, yeah, I mean, I bet someone's saying that, but, like, I bet they're saying it in this voice.
Well, I think that I don't like rape.
It's like, God damn it, I can't listen to that shit. Get an attractive, classic American to come out against rape, and maybe I will listen. Alright, now, I want to see what these comments are about today, because there's going to be some good ones. By Pale Writer, I believe X, I believe Y, or I believe Z. But what the rest of us men know by logic and experience is this: never date a liberal woman. It will come back at you. If there was nothing to base anything on, she'll make something up, and 1,000 leftists with an agenda will swear to it.
Well, that sounds like someone who has repeatedly been accused of rape.
Oh, it sounds like someone who was erroneously accused of rape. Yeah, I agree. This one's got a lot of comments. Forget About It 2.0 says, I love the guy in the last pick. Trust women. Because as we all know, the Democrats only bring trustworthy women to testify against the GOP. When it's a candidate they don't like, with 8 exclamation marks. Besides, the Dems know for sure that women never lie. Pfft, yeah, seriously. Good one, Forget About It. By the way, very appropriate name. Regarding these accusations, how about we just forget about it, okay? Jesus Christ already. So National Capitalist responds saying, these people are the best protesters George Soros money... God damn it, they fooled me again! How did I let this get past me? God, of course it's George Soros, of course! I didn't even think of it. God damn, I'm losing. Sorry, I'll go back into it. It's just the beginning of season 2. I apologize, but at least that's why we come to the comments. Sometimes I'm gonna miss something, even the best of us do. So I'm glad he was there to point it out. George Soros, behind everything, once again. All right. These people are the best protesters George Soros money could buy for the anti-American Democratic cause. Bustin' fresh today and back home to collect welfare tomorrow. You goddamn rat. Although I gotta say, it looked like there were a lot of white people in this crowd, so I don't know if he's 100% right on the welfare thing. You know, that's traditionally like a minority thing, but anyway. Those with loaded guns says, and all women have angel wings. Not grammatically correct, but I think we get the point. That's why we have more women locked up as felons than any country in the world. I'm sorry, that one caught me off guard. Sometimes you hear a point that's so good, it just causes some sort of like reaction, some bodily reaction. He's right. He's goddamn right. We do lock up more women than any other country in the world. And that's clearly, well, let's see what he has to say. That's why we have more women locked up as felons than any country in the world. I'm sure they're all innocent. Women are child molesters. Women are rapists. Women are kidnappers. Women are arsonists. I think he means arsonists plural. Women are murderers. Women are liars. Juries have come to those conclusions beyond reasonable doubt and have locked them up. MAGA! This man deserves a goddamn Pulitzer Prize. He is so right on that. This country does lock up more women as felons than any country in the world. Now, couple things. I know you liberals are going to say that doesn't prove anything. First of all, he's not even claiming American women are more prone to being rapists, kidnappers, arsonists, etc. So it doesn't actually... that correlation doesn't mean anything anyway. Also, you're going to say something about that is another liberal cause that we, strongly believe in, that we lock up too many people as felons. And again, does not prove anything. We agree with you about that. Third, you're going to say the way he just launches into accusations against women, certainly not qualifying it with any sort of women are also capable type situation. Women are also capable of being this. Women also do this. Not all women are angels. There are these exceptions. He really just seems to go into an anti-woman tirade. And then ends with juries have come to these conclusions beyond reasonable doubt and have locked them up. MAGA. So, actually, it's not entirely clear what he's trying to say with respect to the story, but I think we can all agree that he's going to be on Kavanaugh's side. So essentially, one more vote in favor of Kavanaugh. Moving on. None of these protesters... Oh, sorry, Larissa Douglas. None of these protesters had signs and stormed Harvey Weinstein and the Hollywood celebrities like Asia A for the rape, abuse, and harassment that they done to people. That's goddamn right. You know how soft Hollywood was on Harvey Weinstein? Yeah, he got kicked out of his own Weinstein company and has disappeared from the public eye since. But that was Republicans who did that, I think. I don't know. You look it up. I'm not but like, can you imagine like a liberal being like, "You're bad, Harvey Weinstein"? No, they're probably begging to suck him off. They're like, "I'm jealous of those women you raped. I mean, that you didn't rape. I mean, that, whatever, like, just pretend you know what they think, so just feel like you get what I'm saying. Shut up." Hollywood celebrities continue to hide crimes done to children in Hollywood and liberal media, the pedo crimes. Oh, God, sorry, I mean the pedo crimes. I said pedo because, like, I heard an English guy say it that way. But I'm sorry, I sounded like a homosexual there for a moment, and I do apologize. Well, Scooter Allers replies to that. Well, Weinstein does have Jewish privilege. There you go. Once again, you follow any thread long enough, eventually you're gonna land at the Jews. Well, Weinstein does have Jewish privilege. Sad how the people who preach equality are the loudest, are those who believe in it the least. And yet, many Republicans still fall for the lies with a bunch of exclamation marks. You're goddamn right. He does have Jewish privilege. That's why Kavanaugh, look, maybe everything's gonna turn out right. Maybe Kavanaugh will still be, maybe Kavanaugh will still get his seat, and maybe we already have a president that was accused of these crimes and still became president, but, anything could happen, we don't know. The only thing we do know for sure is that Weinstein did have it easy, despite losing his company and everyone, making him a complete pariah. And what happened to Trump, he became president, and this guy's probably gonna get his seat also. Clearly, a lot of Jewish privilege going on there. Moving on. That one protester on the far left forgot to put the Jew at the front of the name on her side. And then Theodora responds, "Lol." You guys crack me up. Because like they're calling him, you get it, because they're saying they're Jewish. You guys got that right. AT says, "Never vote for a Dem again. Men need to take cover." In quotes, "She must be believed. Men commit suicide, lose jobs, kicked out of college due to false sexual allegations. Never vote Dem again. Vote K to the SC. Post haste. Vote K to the SC. That's right, this guy knows what's up. He sounds hip, especially his use of post haste, but he ends with a link to a site, www, each W standing for George W. Bush, of course, helpsaveoursons.com. Let's check it out. This will be the last thing I read. Save Our Sons. So this is a site entirely dedicated to fighting for people accused of sexual misconduct. So, obviously, a great place. We're just gonna go to our first one here. On September 26, 2018, remember student Thomas Clock. He was wrongly accused. No hearing. Presumed guilty. He killed himself. Now, for what it's worth, killing yourself is a sin, but anytime I read about something like this, it probably means that they were suicided by the liberal FBI. September is False Allegation Month, and SOS is focusing on college males that are falsely accused and denied a fair hearing, due process to defend their innocence. Scrolling through this site, I just, to be impartial, it appears that that's what they focus on throughout the entirety of the site. That's the whole point of the site, but that doesn't mean they're wrong. They are also focusing on it this month. So, Thomas was 24 years old and a senior at the University of Texas at Arlington. On June 2nd, 2016, Thomas committed suicide mere days after learning that he'd been disciplined for allegedly harassing a gay student. Big deal. His family says he took his life because he was distraught that he'd been wrongfully punished for harassment and banned from class without a fair review. UTA's mishandling of the case destroyed the Southlake 24-year-old's academic future and reputation, according to a lawsuit his father, Wayne, filed in April of 2017. So, not necessarily a fact, it's a claim, but... Actually, let me click on that and see... Yeah, this doesn't actually say anything about what ended up happening. It's just showing that the claim is, but his father made an official claim, so official claims should be believed. I mean, not official, like, defenses or claims against the liberal should be believed, but obviously it's not going to always go both ways. UTA's mishandling of the case, blah, blah, blah. I mean, not blah, blah, blah. It's very important, but so he filed it against the student who accused him in addition to the university. Quote, this case serves to highlight just how potentially devastating the consequences are when a student is denied fair process, said family attorney Kenneth Chegan, alleging the school violated Title IX procedures. Suicide is a complicated phenomenon, but no one should believe that crackdowns come without cost or that due process is an abstract concept, a mere inconvenience that stands in the way of social justice. That's goddamn right. Now, I was kind of expecting some reference to, like, how they proved he was wrongly accused. I mean, it's not like they have to, like, I'm just, like, it would have helped this specific article, but, like, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's hard. So, presumed guilty, killed himself. Yeah, I mean, he was banned from that specific class. I did read something else about this just to look into it. It says he was on probation for the rest of his academic career, but it seemed like the only thing he wouldn't be able to do was go back to that class where that kid was. But that's a big deal, because this guy really liked that class. That's what this doesn't go into. That was his favorite goddamn class. And this little gay boy came up and was like, he's harassing me. And they're like, nope, no more. And then, like, a few days later, he killed himself. So, I mean, I can't think of a better indicator that you've been innocent than when you are punished for it, you almost immediately kill yourself. That sounds like someone who's just so distraught by the injustice this white male in college, straight, was just could not handle. I mean, God bless him. I know he was a good Christian, but he just could not handle the goddamn injustice any longer, and he didn't want to be a part of this sick, sad world, and that is a sad day. So, Red Pillars, let us all remember Thomas Clock on this day. Thomas Clock on this day. Let us all remember this poor, I mean, not poor, like, he had money. I'm not, like, nothing gross, like, he was a good guy. I'm just saying, like, let's remember this unfortunate, I mean, like, all these things have certain connotations that make you think of, like, a poor black guy or something, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, let us all remember this man who had something bad happen to him. All right, Red Pill out.